What you got number 2, bro?
Right guard.
Mm.
Will Tyler Steen win this challenge this cycle?
Money Pounds.
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows.
I think it's big. I think Kenyon Green has kind of got a little extra inflation just because of Stoutland University. I think some people have kind of given him a little extra credit just being a first-round pick. And the Eagles were heavy on him in that process. So I understand it. But, I mean, I think this is kind of like the Ringo Adoree Jackson thing. They really want Steen to win the job.
Yep.
But you also have Matt Pryor lingering. And
Yeah,
Matt
that's
Pryor
not good.
was a draftee during the Stoutland era, and he wouldn't be back if Stoutland didn't want him back. It's kind of like the same thing like you were talking about with Vic Fangio. Like, Fangio, if he wants Adoree Jackson to be there behind Ringo because he doesn't have a lot of trust behind Ringo, Adoree's going to be there.
Yeah.
And if Stoutland's not 100% on Tyler Steen, how he's going to make sure somebody's there, and all of a sudden Matt Pryor's here. Kenyon Green was just fruit of the deal with Gardner Johnson. Like, we need to get somebody back that we can try to turn a narrative around on because we're dumping this player's cash.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're getting it's not just Gardner Johnson for a fifth, because that sounds like shit. It's Gardner Johnson for a fifth and Kenyon Green, former first-round offensive lineman, who the Texans had completely thrown off to the side, man. I mean, this is very similar to the Commanders trade for Dotson. They were ready to cut Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dotson, and I think it's Dotson at a 5 for a third and a 7. You know, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But for his production of 19 catches, you know, you're going to be like, what the fuck is that? So
Well, I think he said in the interview, people forget that he was a first-round talent. Like, he's a talent. Like, there's no doubt that
he was at Penn State.
Yeah,
He showed, but it's Kenyon Green has not showed that.
Yeah.
And there have been no flashes. Like, Jahan had flashes. Kenyon has not had flashes. He's been a complete and total bust. So whereas people, you know, the Becton thing, Becton's a special talent. And Becton was also not perfect last year. People credit Becton as like, you know, oh, he was part of the best offensive line in the league. You know, he
got in because Steen got hurt, right? Steen got hurt in camp.
Steen hurt his ankle early on.
Yeah, he got hurt.
But Becton was bound to beat him out no matter what. I mean, Stout loves size. And Becton's movement ability with his size, being able to play right guard. I mean, put it to you like this. Stoughton's ideal guard is Brandon Brooks. Brandon Brooks is a big boy. Brandon Brooks cannot move like Mekhi Becton can. And Mekhi Becton's bigger. So when Becton agreed to learn that position, he transitioned, not seamlessly, but he did really well. And he moved well. So Steen filled in. He did good. I just think the Kenyon Green hype is too high. And I think the Matt Pryor hype is too low. Like,
yeah, I was about to say Pryor can play a couple positions too.
Now, you know, the 2018 draft class is one of Howie's best. It's Goddard, Maddox, Sweat. I believe it's just Goddard, Maddox, Sweat, Pryor, Mailata. I mean,
it's tough.
That's about as good as it gets. And Pryor was traded at the end of his contract to the Colts.
I about to say, didn't he go to Colts? Was he?
Yeah. So I mean, I think it was Colts, Niners, Bears, back to Eagles. So Pryor, you know, he's not the best. He's not a guy that I'm picking out being like, that's who I want to start at right guard. I think Steen really is the ideal fit. Mm-hmm. But the Kenyon Green hype, you know, the Trevor Keegan talk. I mean, Trevor Keegan, just because he was drafted last cycle, what's to say, you know, they drafted a lot of offensive linemen this go around. What's to say this isn't, you know.
Is Keegan your first backup center?
Drew Kendall, the guy they drafted at Boston College. That's the backup center.
That's the backup center. Okay.
So Juergens, Kendall, he's the left guard competition. But if Kenyon Green, you know, Keegan Green, you know, what do you want to do? I would say they'd probably go Keegan just because Green's on an expiring first round deal. You have a guy that's on a 5th round contract, money wise. But I think there's just conversations that they are overloaded at offensive line, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of great competition. But I'm not wearing the shirt today, but I wear it all the time. But it's Jeff Stoutland's choice.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with Howie Roseman. It's got nothing to do with Nick Sirianni. I mean, Nick Sirianni can come in and Howie can come in and talk about a character of a player. But this is Stoutland's choice. He's going to choose his guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think right guard is it's definitely a big, spot. It's been a swinging door for a couple of years, right? I feel
A few. One fun thing is Makai's 6'7". We want to talk about Jalen's throwing. Tyler Steen's 6'3".
Right.
That's an offensive line standing
that's
up.
A big difference, bro.
That's a half difference. A man.
Yeah, that's a big
for a
difference.
Quarterback that's 6'1".
Yeah.
So we want to talk about the passing offense opening up. Matt Pryor's like 6'6". So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Pryor's a big boy. So I mean, but just think if Steen wins this and everything goes like they want it to, he's shorter, which that's a whole nother conversation. But
talking about the passing lanes opening up and stuff.
Yeah, and that middle of the field that people talk about so much.
Yep, I agree. No, I think it's give some shout out to the big sexies up front. So I like it. And I think the Pryor call out is a great call out because he was a vested commodity when he was here because he played, I think, almost every position on the offensive line except for center. I feel.
Yeah, it is. I think he's started at every position in the NFL, not for the Eagles, but in the NFL in his tenure. Every position he's played all 4 out of 5, which is 6'5" and some change, maybe 6'6" and some change. Dude, that's impressive.
It is. It is.